Okay. So this is the battle of the round 1 of the Summon the Langrisser. Okay, so the battle already started. That's fun. This is the floating courtyard map. So the first battle is the random map. Later in the battle, it can be um, whatever the loser of the first battle picks. First ban is Iris. He wants to ban out my healers. That's interesting. Okay, so this guy ban out my healers. Trying to RNG me with Leon and Basil. Basil using sleep. This is a boot Basil. Why is this defense increased? That could be actually hard to kill. Too many damage reduction here. One, two, three. There is no mass heal this turn. Okay, here is the RNG here. Uh-oh. That looks not very ideal actually. Yeah, it's not the best, but it's not the worst. Oops. That's a tanky Leon. Damn, I think I may lose this one actually. That's a huge range for... Oh, nice. Well, this is good. Well, this is not too bad. Yeah, he made a mistake here. He should have attacked Blessing Basil and kill my juggler, which I'm sure is a kill. This is just very ideal for me. Another mistake. Oh. I cannot lose my ritual. Well, he can kill my Luna though. It's fine. Okay. So I need to change my box because the second game he selected the plan. He selected the plan map with the P1. So I'm going to be player 2 for the second game, and I need to hide my screen for a little because I need to change my box. P1 plain box. I need to add him as friend also. Let me check who should I delete here. Yeah, I don't think I actually have someone to delete. Maybe I can add someone later. I guess I will delete Straw for now. And maybe add him later. So what's your server? I can add back later though. Celera server. Little, so many little big. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Just a little hobo. Well, I cannot find it. Oh, okay. Okay. Let me just double check my box again to make sure I fix it. So he needs to take a call, so we have a few more minutes. I'm going to reveal some games, I guess. So maybe we can reveal the game earlier today. Which was happened between the Last Legend and Bguy. So I heard that game there is show up of Grenier, so let me check it. Well, looks like I cannot find names well. The Last Legend. Is that the name? Or maybe he's not Crossroad. Is he Crossroad? Let me check. It's Bguy and from Carmen City. Okay, so Bguy from Carmen City. Carmen City. Okay, so let's just check the battles here while we are waiting for the call. Okay, so okay, here we go. This should be the second battle though. So Bguy win this series 2-0. The last legend is using a bow Grenier. Interesting. A bow tank. It's very tanky actually with EMB and last right. If you also put Bracer on bow knight, he's very tanky actually. Yeah, first pick Iris is kind of aggressive playstyle from P1, but when you're playing P1, you are always a little bit more aggressive. The last legend here, although as P2, he still plays very aggressive. The first two picks are Alastrio and Sigma. I have to say, Alastrio is pretty good. It's decent in this map, but it's just yeah, I mean, your P2, you still need to have some sort of tank. But yeah, the last legend here still have two tanks available, which is a Bow Knight, a Grenier, and also a Juggler. And he think Grenier will not be banned, so he is making the last pick for Grenier, which is a Bow Knight tank, I think. He should still bring tank skill, and he should still be pretty tanky. Yeah, I mean, if you use EMB and the last right using Bolt Ranger, yeah, this is a EMB for sure. He is actually very tanky, so basically you have this damage reduction from Bolt Ranger, and you also have 30% damage reduction from Lacerite, and your defense is not very low, so it's not very, it's pretty a decent tank to use here. And the P1 here, Bguy has no tank. This puzzle, the problem I found is just his characters, the last legend, may have a hard time kill the character from Bguy. For example, Alastrio may have trouble kill Listel, and yeah, Sigma should be able to kill though. Let's check. But maybe the last legend got rushed because Bguy is still P1 and there is Iris here. This Sigma can shoot like 6 balls away, but there's nothing within 6 balls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, Bguy here actually have 1 spot below the threatening range. This is because Alastrio. Okay, that makes sense. Breeze from the last legend. Yulia pick here is very bad. And there is a very lucky Breeze on Basil. This Breeze on Basil is very important. Otherwise, this Basil cannot keep up with the mobility of other characters. But with the help of Breeze, then this Basil becomes suddenly a 7 mobility. Yeah, it's just that's very lucky. So Luna used the Wind God Realm to boost the mobility for Zareda, so Alastrio needs to find some kill now. Yeah, and she failed to kill Zareda. I think this is actually because the training is not there, or there should be some enchant trouble. I do believe a maxed Alastrio should be able to kill Zareda. I mean, the Bone Dango here is maxed, but I'm not sure if the tech here is also maxed. Yeah, and I'm not sure what enchant the last legend is using. So there are a couple of characters. If your Alastrio is not ready, you cannot kill. Zoreda is one of them. Basil using Crystal Warlock is the other example. Sometimes people would fail to kill that. Yeah. So this is kind of rigged. After this fail, it's kind of over because Stigma without the help of Luna or Iris will not have enough mobility or the threatening range compared to like a Breeze, the Basil, or Zareda. Alastria was the key there, and yeah, she needs to kill that Zareda. Zareda there has a ton of damage reduction from talent and also from Lacerate for sure. But yeah, I do think a well-built Alastria should be able to kill Zareda. Because that's what I observed in the Chinese server. But I still need some work for the global server, so not exactly sure now for now. Okay. Yeah, this is really over. The game is over after Alastria failed to kill Zareda. This is gonna kill herself. Yeah. Hi, Bonage. So here the Alastria is here Bguy is playing with the Last Legend. This is the second game. This is the first game maybe, and the Last Legend here is using 4 tanks in a box, with Bow Knight, Grenier, and also Ice-Tail. Yeah, very interesting. This map, Alastria, is not super good. First, there is not much defense bonus tail. Second, there is not much grassland or forest. I mean, there are a few, but not that much. So first pick Alastria is kind of a fail here to begin with. I really hate the first pick Alastria here. If this is the wall map, then maybe you can do that, but definitely not here. Yeah, and he has no tank now. The Last Legend. Oh no, he still has 3 tanks here to pick, so that's fine. So he's not worrying picking a tank. Bguy here has Basil plus Listel again, a very golden combo. Sigma cannot do that much against Estel. Okay, interesting. Bguy picked Leonhard first. I would pick Basil here just because Bguy has no. Oh, I mean there is a Chris, so yeah, maybe Leonhard works a little bit better because Chris still have Dispel, so that's pretty nice. And Alastria, okay, is receiving faction buff again from Grenier. Yeah, but really the mobility here is not that ideal, and there is not much grassland or forest. There is one forest, one grassland, one grassland, one grassland, one grassland, grassland, and forest, and that's about it, right? There is no. I mean, you can have the this one as the reduction in mobility cost, but yeah, it's not the best map for Alastria. Uh, I mean, it's not the worst also, but it's definitely not worth the first pick. Johnson from Chris. Grenier is using Breeze enchant here. So let's check the state of his Grenier. So the Bow Knight Grenier can still stack up to 1000 defense, but this is definitely not focused on defense. This is a little bit more aggressive Grenier, which I'm not sure I like this kind of build. I still like the Grenier using Bow Knight as a tank. because even as you know a breeze build, there is not much damage Grenier can deal for this kind of build, right? Alastral trying to snipe Listel and failed. Yeah, Listel is a little bit hard to snipe. Leonhard is going to finish the game now. He would just kill Sigma here, or maybe Alastral. Yeah, cause Sigma is already vested after Leonhard's that skill that disable move again, and Sigma heavily relies on move again. So, yeah, killing Alastral here is better. Yeah, I don't really know why the last legend here first pick Alastral. Bguy was very confident. He put his Listel on the spot that can be snapped by Alastral. He was like, "Oh, just come to me. I know you cannot kill me." So, and the last legend failed to kill. So Listel is just a very tanky to kill. Sigma is the best character that can kill Listel. Alastral, I think, is a little bit hard. Yeah, to battle. It's a little bit one-sided. I mean, it's a good try for the last legend. Putting Grenier in a box is really, really fancy. And I think Grenier, like, try to make Grenier work is still like very interesting. There are a couple of Chinese players. They are not free to play, but they like to bring this fancy box. Some of them are using Bowknight Grenier, and I was seeing like more than 1,000 defense for Bowknight Grenier. With Bowknight, you can use Last Right, you can use EMB, you can also use Bracer. So that means that Grenier is going to immune fixed damage. With together work with this Bowknight Archer. Grenier can have like 80% of damage reduction or a little bit higher than that, and also with more than 1,000 defense. So it's kind of crazy. Grenier can be very very tanky and hard to kill. Yeah, but the build for the last legend, his Grenier is still like a tank build, right? Because he's still using EMB and a defensive troop. Yeah, this Grenier is still using a defensive Bolt Ranger, and he's using tank skill Lancer Phalanx. But the defense looks a little bit low. Even after casting faction buff, this is only 562. Yeah, this looks definitely very low to me. I don't know why. Oh, because he didn't use that Lancer Phalanx skill yet. If he used that, defense will be further increased by 20%. Yeah, the state that I watched definitely already used that skill, so that's understandable. Yeah, but again, I think the build is not the best build. I mean, rarely you would use Breeze on your tank. So I'm not sure the Breeze build and with focusing on attack is the best for Grenier if you are just trying to use him as a reliable tank. So that's very interesting and congratulations for Bguy to enter top 16. It is not the end for the last legend because he can still have the fight in the loser bracket. Yeah, let me check if he's ready. Manson is also switching to meta box now. Instead of using Omega, he's now using exact same box as what Method was using. Interesting. And yeah, this box is very strong. Like, if all of the characters here, I have them at 6 star, I would use the same box. But I don't have the characters here at 6 stars, so there are a couple of characters I didn't include yet. Actually, here I included him anyway, so it's fine. Okay, so he's ready now. We can start the second battle. So he needs to invite me for this game. Okay. Well, still ban my Iris first. Interesting. Well, I don't know what to ban now. He banned my Iris first. Let's ban his Leonhardt here. Well, that's an interesting ban still.
と頑張れ。戦いはまだ終わっていない。油断するな。俺に力を貸してくれ。
これが私の信じる心です。
女神の加護もなんとやらというぞ。
もう私の番？準備はでき。命令は？
戦いは
準備はできてるわ。
みんなもっと頑張れ。
みんなの足手まといにはならないわ。
みんなもっと頑張れ。言うだけ無駄だ。これを食らえ。 断するな。みんなもっと頑張れ。
女神の加護もなんとやらというぞ。
もう私の番？まだ終わらないよ。人、思考、そして
みんな
女神の加護もなんとやらというぞ。俺の邪魔をするな。
私が皆さんを守ります。
戦いはまだ終わっていない。油断するな。みんなもっと頑張れ。戦いはまだ終わっていない。
命令。
そうだ。
行動は言葉。
女神の加護もなんとやらというぞ。
私が皆さんを守ります。
みんな
行動は言葉より雄弁だ。
戦いはまだ終わっていない。油断するな。
もう私の番？
みんなもっと頑張れ。
命令を。
もう私の番？まだ終わらないよ。
決めてしまうぞ。
Okay, okay, so that's the battle. Yeah. Okay, so let me check the chat. Okay, not much comments. Yeah, I think it is better he bring Beast Shark. The problem with this Master of Ice is that he don't have any other AOE to follow up. If there is any other AOE, like maybe 2 or 3 AOEs to follow up with Master of Ice, then that can be very good to bring. But otherwise, yeah, try to use Beast Shark to fix my land use and then find kills from other character looks more reasonable. Yeah. But my ritual was mispositioned, so he was able to kill my ritual with Hihei. Okay, so that is the battle here. Yeah, we're going to prepare for the next one, and Littlebighobo will still have a chance in the loser bracket. So this is basically how the playoff, how the final stage works. So basically, random match for the first one using the casual mode, and then the loser of the game one select the map, and also if he wants to be P1 or P2 in the second match, and then they can change the box and also class of the character, and then they can go into the second battle. So this is how this Apex Arena, the Summon the Langrisser works. So hope you enjoy the match, and I will see you guys later. Peace.